Dynamic system has seen some substantial improvements inside of 3ds Max 6. One of those improvements is the new ragdoll system, which is a virtual stunt character for 3ds Max. Now in this case we're going to create a quick ragdoll just to give you an idea of how that works. So I'm just going to pull this ragdoll up here, and this is just a biped from Character Studio. And with that biped selected, I can open up the ragdoll script and go about creating our ragdoll. Now all a ragdoll really is a set of constraints. So for instance, if you look at the biped, a knee is basically a hinge, so what you would need here is a hinge constraint. Now you could set up a ragdoll by hand simply by applying the correct constraints to all the different joints and then applying them to a constraint solver. In this case, however, we've created a script that will automatically do that for anything that's biped. So we'll just say constrain humanoid, and it'll automatically run through and add all those constraints. So as I said before, you'll see there'll be hinge constraints on the knees, different types of constraints for elbows, shoulders, inside on the spine. All of that will automatically get created for you. Benefit of this is now I can automatically go into my real-time viewport, hit play, and you can see the character immediately starts to tumble and fall down. Now depending on the limits you set on your constraints, you'll get more or less realistic motion. These constraints are actually set to be fairly limiting, but I can grab them and just kind of toss them into the crates now, and you can see how the body reacts to all the collisions and with all the crates. So the beauty of this is now you could use this system to go and create animation for characters falling downstairs, characters being thrown across the room by an explosion, any of that type of work, and not have to go about hand keying everything. And of course when you're done you end up with keyframes which can be hand tweaked if you need to.